using a set of controller grips, or knuckle straps as they are also referred as, is a great way to help protect you from accidentally throwing your controllers while in VR, or to simply keep you from spending several seconds awkwardly fumbling around to get them back into your hands after accidentally dropping them. They are also one of those accessories that are almost required when you're using something like a gun stock. A little over 2 months ago, I reviewed a set of Kiwi controller grips very similar to these, and I really like them. Shortly after purchasing them and making that video though, I realized I'd bought an inferior model. In order to change the batteries in the Quest 2 touch controllers while using those grips, you have to completely remove the grips from your controllers. It is true that removing and replacing the grips is a fairly simple task, but ain't nobody got time for that. Which is why Kiwi also makes this upgraded version of these same grips. This model comes with a battery door, which allows you to much more easily access and swap out your dead batteries. You simply pop open the battery door here on the exterior of the grip, grab hold of the little pull tab, pull out until the battery shifts a little bit in the compartment, and then keep pulling out and then up toward the top of the controller like this, and the battery will pop right out. You can then insert your new battery, tuck away the pull tab, and then close the battery door back up. These grips sell for $29.99 on Amazon, and if you'd like to check them out, I've placed a link to my Amazon store in the video description where you can do that. Included with the grips in the box are these new battery compartment covers, which you're obviously going to need to swap with your Quest 2 controller stock covers, and 4 additional pull tab thingies in case the ones that come pre-installed on the covers break. I don't know what these are made of, but for as thin and flexible as they are quite strong. Before I learned the proper technique to remove the battery, I was pulling on them really hard. So hard, in fact, I thought they might break, but they held up fine. If you pull the tab out and then up toward the top of the controller, however, you don't have to pull hard at all, which should help the tabs last even longer. But if you do end up breaking one, or both of them, Kiwi has provided you with some extras. Installing the new covers is as simple as I'm sure you're expecting it to be. You slide the stock cover off, remove the battery, slide the new cover into place, and reinstall the battery. Installing the grips on your controllers has been made even easier thanks to the battery door here. You first feed this wrist strap through the grip cover and then through this slot at the bottom, which is where that battery door helps out, assuming you plan on continuing to use your wrist straps, of course. Then it's a simple matter of sliding the grip up onto the controller, securing it in place with these little buckle things, and then closing the battery door. As for everything else about these grips, they're exactly the same as the previous grips I reviewed, and I really like them. They have a nice grippy texture to them. The knuckle straps are nice and smooth and feel good on your hands. And the Velcro is of good quality and sticks together really well. Like I said in my other video, one thing I like about these grips that I wasn't expecting is how they help keep my hands from sweating as much. Without the grips on, my hands would sweat a fair amount from constantly gripping the controllers, and with the grips securely holding the controllers onto my hands, I don't have to worry about holding on as tightly, which I think allows more airflow around my hands, resulting in less sweat. Of course, the downside to having the controller strapped to your hands is anytime you need to use your hands to interact with the real world around you, you first need to remove the controllers from your hands. Not a big deal, but certainly not as easy as simply letting go of the controllers and letting them dangle by the wrist straps.